What's going on? You know, there's so much information out there that sometimes you think maybe you don't need a realtor to buy or sell your home. I'm going to give you some reasons why you need and how it can help you and be beneficial to using a realtor, how you can save money, how you can make more money. I'm going to break it all down. Stay tuned. My name is Ali. I'm your local realtor in Massachusetts. Today I'm going to be sharing some reasons that you may not have thought of on why you need to use a realtor and the big benefits to using one. First of all, let's start off with number one, and that's accessibility. What I mean by accessibility is usually when you want to buy a home or sell your home, you're using Zillow. It's very limited and oftentimes it's not accurate, especially when it comes to this estimate how much you should sell your home. A lot of times it does not use up-to-date information. So what does that mean? You're going to be using out-of-date information and you're going to be selling your home for a lot less than if you were using a realtor that can have a comparative market analysis that uses the market trends, the economy, the demand. You have a lot of factors that you're missing out on when you're just relying on Zillow and other third-party websites. Not only that, it's been proven that using a realtor, you can get 5.5 to 26% more money when selling your home compared to doing it by yourself. So just on the lower end, you already have the commission paid off. So what you can do is use the realtor and they can do all the dirty work, the marketing, the negotiation. It's really a done-for-you service when you don't have to do anything. Plus, you make more money using one. That's a huge benefit and an advantage when using one. On the buyer side, it's even better because you get to have access to off-market properties. What that means is, as a realtor, I can go out and find the exact property that you're looking for by going out and seeking properties that are off-market. For example, once I know exactly what you're looking for in a home, I can send out marketing material to those specific homes in order to find you off-market properties. And the biggest advantage to that is you don't have to compete with other buyers. There's no bidding wars. There's no overpricing the property. You're the only one that has access to it. And that's an advantage to using our Perfect Home Finder, where we go out and find you off-market unlisted properties. So that's an option. It's a great one, especially when you don't want to overpay for something or have a crazy bidding war, which has been happening a lot lately with the inventory super low. There's a lot of buyers that want to get into homes, but it's hard now because there's not a lot of homes. So we go out there, we call, we send material, we do advertising, all to find you the perfect home. Not only that, but we have access to the MLS. And the MLS, a lot of times it has remarks that are only visible for realtors. That's something that the general population doesn't have access to. And not only that, when you're selling your home by yourself, for example, for sale by owner, you're going to reach a very small percentage of the population. A lot of buyers now are working with realtors, and realtors have access to the MLS. Very few, I would say 80-90% of the people are not going to see your home. Realtors a lot of times don't deal with for sale by owners, they go on the MLS. So what that means is you're taking out a huge chunk of the population that are never going to see your home. That means your home is going to sell for a lot less. Even if it's successful, it's not successful because you haven't reached everybody that you can. You haven't had the amount of eyes on it that would create a bidding war, let's say, if you're selling the home. So that's a huge disadvantage if you're not using a realtor. The second benefit to using a realtor is the market knowledge. See, the problem when you're trying to sell or buy a home is you don't know what to expect. So that makes you a very easy prey for people that know the business, especially realtors. When it comes to negotiating, it's like going against a professional athlete when you have no business going up against a professional athlete. All that to say that you should be using your own professional because they can either save you a lot of money or make you a lot more money than you would on your own. And one of the biggest advantages is with the interest rate higher, even though there's a lot of buying pressure right now, setting the right price for your home is huge. A lot of times we overvalue our home because we have emotional attachment, which is completely normal, but we need to be realistic and get to a point where we have so much interest in our home that creates the bidding war and leads to a higher price. So being strategic and very competitive with our price is crucial when it comes to selling your home faster and not letting it sit on the market and have buyers pass up on it just because it's been on the market 40, 50 days and they think something's wrong with it. You have to be very careful when it comes to pricing your home and set a realistic expectation when it comes to selling it. And especially on the buying side, this is the beauty of having a realtor on the buying side. You don't pay anything. The commission comes from the seller. So if you're a buyer, you pay nothing, but you get to benefit from all the experience from the realtor, the negotiations, the setting the appointments, the scheduling, the off-market properties. You have so many tools in your arsenal when you have a realtor compared to going at it alone, not knowing the process, being taken advantage of when you're dealing with a professional negotiator. So there's a lot of things that you should take advantage of when you are a buyer. Number 3 of the biggest advantage to having a realtor is you get a network of professionals. A lot of times as realtors, we have referral partners, and that means they're vetted. We know exactly what to expect for them. That will save you tons of time and especially money, because then you have to vet them. You have to make sure they're doing good work. And if they don't, you're pretty much screwed at that time because you already spent the money. You're already in the process. So it's going to be hard to change professionals once you start with one. So having a realtor, they'll give you access to a lot of referral partners that are A1 partners. They're not just run-of-the-mill people that just you found on Craigslist or online. For example, if you're buying a home and you want to have an inspection, it's crucial to have a great inspector go through the home and tell you exactly what to expect. If you use somebody that's discounted, that you're not really sure, you've never done business with, it's not easy because you don't know what to expect. And if they miss something, once you buy that home, now you inherit all the problems, even the ones you didn't know about, just because you used somebody that wasn't professional and wasn't top notch. So use a realtor. They'll give you access to tons and tons of referral partners that will save you money. And the biggest thing is headache and stress. The next thing you need to know is using realtors will save you time. I can't imagine buying a house and not having somebody to help me. It's like going to court and not having a lawyer. Why do you want to do it yourself? You're gonna have to go out and learn everything about buying or selling a home. That's not what you should do. I like to use the term find out the who, not the how. Obviously, there's a lot of times that you can buy or sell your home. It's gonna take you a lot of time to figure out how to sell it, how to buy a home, and you're gonna have to make mistakes. You don't wanna make mistakes when it comes to buying or selling your home. That's a lot of money. It's not the time to start playing around and reading up on things and trying to figure out, tweaking things. Go with somebody that knows the market, that's done it before. That way you ensure that it's a successful and smooth process. It saves you tons of time, saves you headache, and most of all stress when it comes to buying or selling your home. They'll take care of the scheduling, the showings. Again, they'll vet the professionals. It's kind of like having a project manager where you just call and you know exactly what's going on. You don't need to micromanage or stay on top of everything. You can trust them to ensure that they're doing the best possible work. And all you have to do is sit back and wait for the phone calls and the review of what's going on with your home. So it's crucial to have a great real estate agent. That way you know exactly what to expect, because again, you can represent yourself in court, but are you going to do a good job, especially your first time around? If it's the first time you're buying a home or selling a home, there's so many twists and turns and unforeseen events that you need somebody in your corner that has your back and know exactly what to expect. The last point I want to mention is when it comes to negotiation. I touched on it earlier, but it's crucial. For example, let's say you're a for sale by owner, you're going to go up against a professional negotiator and they're going to beat you down, give you a lowball price, and you end up selling your home, yes, but for a lot lower than what you thought and what you should receive. I've spoken with a for sale by owner before. He wanted to sell his home for $500, but his home was worth around $430. So he said he didn't want to list it at $430, he wanted to go $500. Fast forward a couple weeks, he calls me back and says, guess what? He said, I've sold it for $430. See, I don't need a realtor. I was like, yeah, but how much money did you leave on the table because you've had one person at $430? But imagine if you would have started off at $430 and had the bidding wars and all the eyes and all the advertisement that you have from realtors, you would have ended up a lot more than $430. So in the end, it's up to you. Using a realtor, you'll get more money when selling your home. And when you're buying a home, you got opportunity to negotiate better, have a better network of referrals. And the most important is you get access to off-market properties and unlisted homes. So it's up to you in the end what you want to decide, because there's some things you can do, yes. But the big things, the big heavy-duty lifting, leave that for the professionals. And in the end, you're saving money. Even though you're paying a commission, you would have lost a lot more money than if you have just going at it by yourself. So that's something to consider. In the end, it's your decision. But if you research it and you really know what to expect, having a realtor is always the right decision. If you have any questions or have any interest in relocating, selling your home north of Boston, feel free to reach out. I'll leave my information in the description. I'd love to help you guys. So with that said, I hope you have a great day and I'll see you soon.